Universal Audio, a name that's been synonymous with quality and excellence in the audio industry for years. They've been the go-to solution for in-the-box analog emulation plugins for top-notch mixers and producers for years, thanks to the DSP at the heart of their products. And in 2022, Universal Audio announced that some of their plugins would be available with native support at an affordable price through their subscription service called Spark. And in this live stream, I'll be ruthlessly ranking each plugin included in Universal Audio's Spark subscription to find out if this bundle alone is all anyone needs to make a professional quality sounding mix. Let's get into it.
All right, I'm live again. How's everyone doing today? Do me a favor, if you can hear me, just put a 1 in the chat so I know that I'm not just talking to myself out there in the universe. And I'm gonna wait until I see a 1 in the chat before I continue. And then we'll test the audio. What's up, everyone? Was it Zamia? Tight, nice to see you. Diamond, nice to see you. Oh, Enrico's in here. Hey Enrico. Look forward to your trolling in the chat. All right, I'm gonna play really fast my audio and just give me another one if you can hear the desktop audio. I'm gonna stop it right there. Just let me know if you guys can hear the dot audio. And then we should be all good to go. All right, awesome. Well, thank you everyone for showing up on a Monday early. For all of you in the Pacific Standard Time, it is I think 9:30 in the morning or something. And I didn't realize this, but time went back an hour yesterday, and I woke up not so thrilled about having lost an hour of my life. I don't know how everyone else feels. Yeah, so the audio right now in the DAW is low because what I have... 1 second. It looks like my Pro Tools screen is being dumb. 1 moment. This should fix the problem momentarily. I don't know why it does this. Whenever I go to live stream, my screen share just like says, nah, no one needs to see your screen. That's not Reaper. And I'm like, no, everyone needs to see it. There we go. You guys see that cool little overhead cam that I have now? Look at that. It doesn't, I'm going to work on the automation for that, but I'm so happy and thrilled that I can like do an overhead shot now. I feel like a big boy. All right. So back to the volume being low. Logic rules. So this is a blank session. Last week I did this Pineapple Punk song, and I'm doing it again this week only because it's super easy and manageable for today's experiment, which is ruthless ranking of the UAD Spark collection. Now, I had UAD plugins back in 2017 for maybe a month, and I just hated the whole DSP like vibe of everything. I just hated that like I couldn't use the plugins if I took my laptop somewhere and had to do mixing. Like I would have to bring the interface with me. And at that time I purchased an Apollo. So I was just like not into it and sold it and got, I forgot what I got. Anyways, then UAD is like, oh, hey, we're going to like do the thing we said we'd never be able to do. Everything's gonna be native. And I think part of the reason for them going native is back in, I think it was 2020 when the pandemic first started, there was 2 big fires or 1 big fire in warehouses in China where they make a lot of chips for just like PS5, like anything electronic. A lot of the chips were made at these factory warehouses. So I think at that moment in time, UAD realized that being proprietary to the software no longer made any financial sense because in the next couple of years, even when production levels catch up, it won't be anywhere near what they would need it to be with the 2 years or so hit. So they finally just said, hey, we're going to go native. So they started off with some of their plugins, which is pretty cool. I don't remember how any of them sound. And I thought for this experiment of ruthless ranking, what I would do is just clear out the session and try to see how far I could get with their plugins in the Spark bundle And then if I have to, bring in some of my own and try to see how far I can get in an hour and a half, and just try to, just see how good they actually are. I gotta be honest, like whenever I've heard them in live streams, no, I haven't heard a UAD plugin that blows my mind. Besides the Struder tape, which I was really excited was part of their collection. That one, I've heard a lot of people talk really highly about their SSL channel strip, the API one, which is in here, the Fatso, which is not in here, dumb, and the Distressor, which is also not in here, super lame. So that's why the volume is low. So I have stealth limiter, adding some gain, but I didn't want, let me see how much more I can add. Yeah, that's still pretty low. Let me bring it up to like 10. Let's see how that does. Yeah, that should be a good healthy level to give us some room. That was one thing I noticed with the Spark collection was there are no like real mastering plugins. I was really surprised by that. There is like a mastering EQ, but there is no like limiter. And I know UAD has like their precision limiter, I think is what they call it. And they have like a multi-band version of it. So I was like really annoyed that those weren't a part of this bundle. This bundle is, I don't know what to make of it. Does anyone in the chat, does anyone have this bundle or UAD plugins? Like yesterday I went through and kind of glanced at what was in here, and it's like, you've got the 1176 collection. You've got the, what is this? Man, I've got way too many plugins. See if I can get it over here so it's easier to see. No. All right. Let me go to good old Google so we can go on this journey together real fast. All right. It's like, okay, so they've got the Fairchild collection, which is pretty cool, but I mean, everyone seems to have a Fairchild collection these days, so I don't know how special that is. I do know that Andrew Sheps really, really likes the Fairchild on his master bus with the limiter all the way off, just to get some more of that character. So I think I'm going to do that on this one. Then they got the LA2A collection, the 1176 collection, which honestly, I'm pretty stoked on the 1176 one because they have that anniversary edition one that's like a 2-to-1 ratio. That's pretty sick. And then we got the API bus compressor, which I'm going to try using as my bus compressor, and we'll see how that goes. And then they got these like reverbs and delays. This lexicon looks sick, so I'm going to probably use that. I don't know how I feel about the rotary and the Hitsville, but we'll see. And then the Studio D chorus, I'm pretty stoked on. I don't know if there was like an old version of this particular plugin that UAD made, and people were bummed that like you couldn't buy it anymore. And I can't remember if this is like the newer version of that one, or it has to be the newer version. I don't think it's like the older version, but I remember people loved the older version of that plugin. And that was back, I think, in like UAD 1 or whatever. Let's see what we got going in the chat real fast. Used to have it, too expensive. Yeah, I mean, like the satellite for I think it's like a quad or an octo or whatever. It's just like almost $2,000 just for like some DSP chips. And if like in my mind, I'm like, well, if I'm almost going to spend that much money, I might as well just like wait and just get a Pro Tools HDX system. In my opinion, like at that point for DSP, it just doesn't, because like not only does it give you a better recording environment with HDX, you also have better latency issues, and there's more plugins that are available to use the HDX DSP. Whereas if you spend that much money and you only go UAD, you're only able to use their stuff. So to me, it's like price wise and value wise, it never made sense to me. I was always surprised when I would see pros. I'm like, I don't know if your cost benefit analysis is the same as mine. And honestly, they probably get kickbacks from UAD and stuff. Just finally able to demo. EV likes to crush AR with Fairchild plugins. The Kush AR1. Oh, for Fairchild plugins. I've never messed with the Kush stuff. Maybe I'll do like a ruthless ranking of the Kush audio stuff. Then we got a Brigade chorus. I always feel, does anyone else feel this way? Like when you look at subscriptions, you get kind of bummed when you kind of see like reverbs that like no one asked for, like chorus effects. Cause like in my mind, this is how I feel about it. And in the chat, I'm curious to see what everyone else's opinion. I feel like plugin bundles should be plugins that already go past what you have available in your stock DAW. So like when I see a chorus plugin or some like meh reverbs, I'm like, I'm not excited about this. But when I see like, you know, a Studio D chorus, something that's not a standard plugin, or a Galaxy Tape Echo, or a Lexicon, I'm a little bit more excited because I'm like, oh, I don't have, like that's a specific type of sound. I don't have that as a stock plugin. That's pretty dope. I want that. Like same thing, like this Neve 1073, that's dope. I don't have that. API, that's dope. But then you get over here to like this Century Tube channel strip. You're like, the hell is that? Like, why do I want that? And I pulled it up yesterday. I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. So we will find out. And this Hitsville EQ, that's all right. The Pultex, I hear a lot of people like these Pultec EQs. So we will find out. I'm excited for the Struder because that one always seems to sound really good on. I've seen so many mix tutorials and so many people throw that on their mix bus, two bus, and it always sounds dope. I don't really know what this one's for. I don't know, is it Oxide? OX? I don't know. They got some virtual instruments. I doubt I'm going to get to these, but yeah, I don't know. For 149. Okay, that's not too shabby. All right, so we're done with this. Now we got to get to the mix. And the way I'll be ranking these is I literally made a Photoshop that has PNGs of all these instruments and everything so that I could literally, I was like, I couldn't figure out how to do this. And I was like, oh, I'll just do it super ghetto and use Photoshop in a way that's never been used. And it was great. So there we go. So I got these like little graphics right here and I'm literally going to drop them and go like that. And we'll just see where we end up. I don't know where we're going to end up, but we're going to start with this, with these two tapes first, because I want to get some saturation going. See what's going on in the chat. Yeah, we all use stock reverbs and delays. Yeah, pretty much. Like I like using specialty reverbs for specialty reasons, but I'm so lazy. Like honestly, my stock reverb that I just pull up because I'm so lazy is always Valhalla Vintage Verb. It just can do every sound I want, so I just don't even. If I go for like another type of reverb, it's because I'm going for like an effect type sound. Let's see, subscriptions are dumb. 3 plugins you want, and the rest are meh. Yeah, that's how they get you, and then they drop 1 plugin or 2 plugins a year, and people get excited about it, and it's like, well, cost-wise, I guess. I would use them if it didn't require an internet connection. Yeah, so I noticed that when I was using the UA plugins, like the UA Connect would pop up. And so I don't know how many people know this. I can't confirm nor deny where I found this information from, but it came from a really reliable source, and it makes sense why most plugin companies are doing this. So a lot of plugin companies are going to like their installer hubs, and the reason they're doing this is because they have like this hidden macro or like something in the code that basically tracks what parameters and what presets people are using. It like basically tracks your data. So the companies are getting this a massive amount of data based on user uses of just the plugins within the DAWs, and it gives them a better idea of like, okay, these presets did really well. Let's like work with this person who made these presets and do some more presets. Or, hey, no one's really using this plugin. Let's remove it from the subscription bundle and add in another one to see what happens with the line if that sells. Because at the end of the day, when you're a plugin company, you have like a vast library. You have 2 options. One, put everything in there, and eventually over time the price is going to go up because the more value you put into the bundle, the price has to go up. That's just the way it works. Or you create specialty bundles, and throughout the years you can do grandfather people into the new versions of those specialty bundles, but you drop certain plugins along the way, then ones that you think people are going to actually use, so that they're the psychology behind it is basically you want people to pay the subscription, be happy with the minimal amount of content, and you barely have to release anything, so that all it is a plus in your revenue your bank account. And I'm sure plugin companies, if anyone ever watches this, won't appreciate me saying it, but it's like, yo, that's the business model. Don't be mad at me. I do maths. Oh, yeah. At the end of the stream tomorrow, I'll go and I'll remove that email. That's my junk email. It's not personal, so I really don't care. And if anybody emails it, it is what it is. All right. So let's see. Struder. All right. Where's the chorus? That's where we should be. And also I could like make this live, not live, and then wait. I think it takes 24 hours to process. And then after it processes, I can release it again and no one will know that that was there. I can take it out. Just like the intro, the countdown timer, I take that out so people don't have to sit through it. No one's going to sit through it anyway. They're just going to stroll through. All right, let's check out the Struder. Please don't crash my system. And also these plugins like fade in when they open. It's so annoying to look at. Oh, that sounds dope. I'm liking thick saturation. I love the way that clears up the vocal. Oh my God. That's pretty sick. Let's try the other tape real fast. That's dope. Where is oxide tape? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Damn, this one, this is a big interface. Big interface means big sound. Heavy overheads, hot guitar, kick punch. Is this more of like a source? Look, this one looks like it's more meant to be on a source as opposed to a bus based on these presets. Let's see. I don't know. Already off the bat, I could hear it bring up some like muddiness. Like the 7.5 sounds better. Yeah, Struder is already winning for me right out the gate. I do think this might be like a on an instrument basis type, but okay. I'm gonna get the mix bus going. That way we're excited. Let's see, nothing in the chat. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and already rank this S tier. That's God tier right there. Oh, that just sounds so musical and good. The way it opens up the mids, the vocal pops out more. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I love it. All right, let's bring in this API. Oh, that's bringing up the kick a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. feel about this one.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably like anchovies.
Look, it's killing the snare.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the
So like, here's a little tidbit for people. I kind of talked about it on last week's live. So a lot of people will start their balances, get them going, and then they'll start bringing in their mix bus, and then but they won't change their balance, and then they're adjusting for too long. I'm just like balance with your mix bus, essentially. Like, have your mix bus on and then go balance into it and fine tune from there. Because like the compressor, the tape saturation, all that stuff's going to affect your mix bus. So it's like you kind of want to balance into it if you're going to end up using that. So that's why I have the overhead camera and I'm messing with the snare, because I kind of need to fix those balances because the kick is just so prominent now.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky, my pride is in this pie. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them
That sounds pretty cool. What do you guys think in the chat? API S tier just because Will Punny uses it. A lot of people use it. What does he use this on? I don't remember him using it. I'm not saying he doesn't. I just don't remember where he used it. Wait, does he uses it on toms? No, he doesn't use it on toms. I can't remember. I know a lot of people use this on guitars. It's like a guitar secret weapon if you don't need them to be more mid up front.
I can't let go, I guess I'll
Let's take out these plugins real fast so everyone can hear them without.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste.
That's cool. The mix is sounding more focused. The next thing I want to do is bring in that Fairchild that Mr. Sheps likes. I think it's the 670, not the 660. And all he literally does is bring down the threshold so that it separates the left and right just so that he gets the glue.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and
All right, Mr. Sheps. All right, I see why you're up there with one of the greats. I get it. I see you now. Let's get some Pultec in here. Actually, let's bring the Fairchild down, API down, and we're gonna do the Pultec before the compressor. No, change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. I want it before the Fairchild. It's EQP. All right, so that API, now that I fixed my balance into it, is sounding a whole lot better. I don't know if it's S tier. Maybe it's, what's the other tier? A tier? All right, so wait. Where the F is my, okay, API. I think I forgot the Fairchild. I think I'm gonna have to switch screens while I do the Fairchild stuff. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this guy right here, and as we continue, I will make my final decision later. But right now, it's sitting in between, and I'm gonna have to go get a Fairchild PNG in a minute. Okay, so.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably
This attenuation is so freaking sensitive. My God.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind.
Yo, that's crazy. Hold on. I need to try another Pultec because I don't think I've heard another Pultec be that sensitive before. Where's the Waves one? That's like the second one everyone uses. I have too many plugins. Am I going to uninstall them? No, I'm not. I'm too lazy for that. Okay.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone.
Oh, Pultec S tier. Like, oh my God. Let me try to get them in close in the ballpark, and then we can like back and forth between them real fast. That is such a huge. That's crazy. That's. Damn it. I don't think I can go back. That's dope. So like another Andrew Shep's tidbit is he has like both versions of the Fairchild, and like pretty much if UAD and Waves have plugins that are the same emulation, he will like shoot out either one of those plugins to see which version does better in the current mix. Just like if you had a rack of gear. But that was something interesting while I was doing my UAD research. I was like, oh, fascinating. Fascinating. See what we got going on in this chat real fast. APIS here, instrument bus, like a parallel. Okay. Do the CLA Pultec thing. So the CLA Pultec thing, for anyone who doesn't know, is literally, he pretty much does this. 3K. This one only does 60. It doesn't do the 70. That's why I went up to 100. But yeah, that's what I was aiming. That's what I was gonna do actually. Corniff kind of does a version of it too. The way he does it is he does like a G comp compressor into a Pultec and then back into a G comp compressor. So he has like two stages of compression and then the EQing in the middle. It's pretty crazy. I tried it, and every time I try it, I cannot get it to work. Maybe I just need to spend more time do with it. Okay, so Pultec.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't
So it's like right around 2 is when it really starts. You start hearing the attenuation,
I can't let go, I guess
but it's not smooth. It's like a jump to that attenuation. And then if we go back to this guy, it's like I can hear it right away.
I can't let go, I guess
It's like right around here is when I can really start hearing it.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone.
That's pretty sick. All right. This one's pretty dope. I see why people use it.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time.
You know what? I don't remember why I have this on here. I'm just going to get rid of it.
I can't
Okay, so we need to bring the input down by like 4.
I can't let go, I guess
Gain staging doesn't matter.
I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. I can't let go, I guess I'll lean alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money.
All right. If I do Shift S, does it only bypass these plugins? No. I forgot the shortcut for bypassing just on that side. All right, I think this is a good spot for the mix bus.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't
See, that's like so freaking annoying that every time I want to use a UAD plugin, it does like that slow little
I can't let go.
ooh.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind.
All right, cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is add, okay, for these drum shells, I'm going to add the API channel strip.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
Oh, that's a pretty sick gate. Why do I have to press on for everything? Like, why isn't that just default? It's kind of annoying.
My time. Sweet and salty makes them funny, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky, my pride is in this pie. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind.
That's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Noise Ash. Yo, what's up, Robin? Yeah, the UAD Pultec, it's pretty sick. The attenuation is super sensitive. Really, really, really dig that. Oh, I just noticed this too. The system usage is on here, so you guys can all see how much it's like eating up my rig for. I have a M1 Max, like the most decked out version. That's what I have. I'm not trying to flex. That's what I have. Robin, do you have the Spark or do you have an actual UAD interface? Oh, it went native finally. Have you tried the Ash Noise one? Yeah, the Ash Noise stuff is great. That surprisingly, for being like what I would call an indie plugin company, their Neve stuff and the Pultec stuff is actually pretty sick. Oh, I told it. I don't know if it's authorized on this computer. I'll have to check. I don't know if they're M1 supported because some of the plugins that aren't will like completely crash Pro Tools and it's super annoying. I know Antelope Audio also has like their own plugins, and I'm hoping that I can get sorted out so that I can do that some. All right, so before on this kick, we're gonna go back and we're gonna get this tape plugin again, and I need to start moving with a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. They have presets. Okay, so yeah, this oxide one seems like it's pretty much meant for being on the source. And if anyone's wondering why I never put a plugin on the first insert or try to avoid to, it's because I learned a long time ago from mixing a lot of projects with my buddy that when you decide to put a plugin on the first insert, you screw yourself when you try to fix the gain stage. So just always keep the first insert open so that if like the band's like, oh, everything sounds right, but something's a little bit off in this one chain or something, if you go and change the gain stage of how your plugins feed into each other, like if you're driving one plugin to the next plugin and you go and try to like dial each one back, you lose kind of the character and vibe that's happening. If you put a trim plugin right before and just kind of ease it back by like half a dB or a dB before, you kind of keep that glue together that's there and you just decrease the input, and it's better to just do that on the trim side. So I try to keep the first insert free always. Nerd stuff. I like this color preset. Well, I'm going to stick with that. All right, so let's get back to the tier thing. Okay, so we've done the Pultec, which for me, I'm gonna put them right there. You're gonna stay right here. I'm gonna keep this one here. I feel pretty safe with keeping this one here because, like, honestly, I think I could get my Soft 2 plugin to sound like this plugin right here. Maybe they're the same. Maybe they're emulating the same thing, and I just don't know. So I don't feel like this is a plugin. Like, it's nice so far, but it had the Struder. Like, we all heard that. That was effing crazy. It was a crazy. Okay, cool. So something I'm going to change about this. I don't actually know. I'm going to hold off. I don't know how I feel about this. Actually, I lie. I know how I feel about it. I want to duplicate this track. I'm going to go here and I'm going to turn off the EQ section. And then I'm going to bring in that Neve. I'm going to freaking rip this one a new one with that Neve plugin. I don't know if it's just me, but as I get older, I tend to back off from the SSL plugins and I'm leaning more into the Neve stuff lately. I don't know if it's just a sign of me growing up. Where the fuck is this Neve? There we go. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I like the API stuff too. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired of the SSL sound. Like, I know people are like, I just want to sound like SSL all the time. But I'm like, bro, how much SSL do we all need? All right, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm literally going to boost the low end a lot and the top and maybe the mid-range crack, and then I'm going to blend it back in with the other snare. Do I have to... Why are the UAD plugins like this? Why do I have to put, like, if I'm going for the EQ, if I touch the EQ, it should automatically be on and or turn on when it feels the knob turning on. It's so flippin' annoying that I have to do that. All right, rant over. Bring you down.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my
Ah, see that double trick? All of a sudden without.
waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. This is not what it seems. Nothing can take pineapple from me. I can't let go,
I hate how you always make me look at the fade screen before I can use the effing plugin. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. So, that Neve is dope. If it wasn't already clear, that's S tier. That's S tier, baby. All right, this snare drum needs more life. Not the cereal. Is this the one with the 2-to-1 ratio? Epic fail by me. Is it this one? Anniversary edition? Yeah, all right. Get some splat. All right, now it sounds more like a bottom snare. Another thing, so right now, if you were listening, there's like a whoop whoop in the snare. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Your first indication would probably been, let's kill it. Kill the ring in the snare. Don't do it just yet, because that might actually be what helps it cut through the rest of the track. Wait until you get your drums going, then start cutting the rings. Don't do it too soon. That's how you kill your snares. Yeah, the Struder is sick. Let's see. What's up, friend? I'm going to butcher your name. In my head, it's front stick. But if it's wrong, please tell me phonetically how to say it properly. But that's how I've always said it in my head. But how's it going? It's so cool to see so many familiar places. And you guys here, it's for me to ruthlessly rate some plugins. All right. Oh, by the way, this anniversary edition one is pretty sick. I got carried away. Having the 2-to-1 ratio makes such a huge difference. It's pretty sweet. Because usually I use a 4-to-1 when I'm like compressing to hell the bottom snare. But this one, it's nice because I can push more of the compression and get a little bit more of the character, as opposed to when you do the ratio, you're getting more of like the ratio character, not so much the compressor's character. And that's one of the things, like, I love 1176s. I use them way too much probably, but like when I don't have the flexibility in the ratio, it drives me nuts, because if you get too much ratio, it kind of takes that sound a little bit too far, and sometimes you just want to dial it back. So yeah, mix knobs are nice. It's another reason why I like the Cornef Audio. I'm blanking on it, but the Cornef Audio compressor that is basically an 1176, or at least I think it's an 1176. And where are you? Ponchomp Comp. Yeah, Ponchomp Comp, I think it's an 1176 emulation. I think it's definitely like a FET style, but I absolutely love that I can do like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio, and then on the back end mess with it. So great. Tight.
If I go, I guess I'll eat alone.
I gotta be honest, this API is kind of underwhelming. I like the EQs better than I like that channel strip. And I've felt this way about the API channel strips for a while. I've been fortunate enough to use an API console when I went to go do a drum library with my mentor, Bo Burchell. And when we did that drum library, we were using an API console. And an API console in real life, I don't know how to explain it. It has like a different sound to it. You go here. People are gonna be like, how could you do that to the API? You don't know how to use it. Bro, did you hear that, Poltech? Like, you should know right away when a plugin's dope. It shouldn't take like 20 minutes of tinkering. And I really, really just can't stand this layout. Like, this is the most confusing, ugliest interface I've ever seen in my life. No, I take that back. There's way uglier plugins. But this, like, if you were to first look at this thing, could you within 1 second just like know where everything's at? No, because it looks like absolute utter, like, I understand that like blue is the API thing, but there should be like a glow or something. Like, there's different ways of doing drop shadows and other graphic effects to like make things pop out. Whoever designed this plugin, I think played it too safe. I think they should spend more time. And also the SSL plugin looks the same to me too. There's just like all these numbers and shit. And I'm just like, yo, this is super confusing. And it's like, if we go to, just for example, like this is very easy to read compared to that. And if we go to like, even, I think I have it installed, but like even the SSL version of this strip, like, that's really clean and easy to read and navigate. You want to see another ugly plugin though? It's one of the ugliest plugins. I don't use it anymore just because it is that ugly. I don't know why, but this just looks like someone barfed on it. But this still looks better. Like, we put this here. Tell me the API one, a side by side with even that one, doesn't look confusing. It's flipping unacceptable. You know how they do like awards for like best costume designs and shit? I'm going to start my own, and I'm going to do like the prettiest plugin awards. And I'm just going to do a live stream where I like give awards to companies who have pretty looking plugins that actually are functional, and all the ones that are not, I'm going to make like a very, very like roast of type video. I won't actually do that because companies might get too sensitive about it, but it would be funny. All right, I gotta switch to my main cam because I decided to do one of those plugins. Decided to make Pro Tools take a poop. And it's probably because it's not M1 compatible, which I'm learning is a pain in the ass to figure out. So while I get this figured out, how's everyone doing today? Revolting. Oh, and also while that's happening, I gotta go get those PNGs. Sweetwater. What was it? The UAD Fairchild was the one I didn't have. Yeah, that was it. Nope. That's not the picture I want. UAD Fairchild. It's so fun when shit doesn't work when it's supposed to when you're live. It's great. It's like computers are amazing. All right. So where are my compressors? Tight. All right. I have one Fairchild compressor now. I got to get the 670. I think this was the 660. what? Oh, that one's the 670. Okay, so 670 compressor. And okay, and then so wait, is that the difference? Is one you can see the stuff that happens in the bottom and the other one you can't? Okay. That's weird. So they're essentially the same plugin. Okay. 660 compressor. So many things going on my screen while you guys can't see. All right, stream is going. Now I need to go do one more thing, and then we'll be back in action. Close out this. Thank you all for bearing with me, because I was crashed by my M1. And I think, all right, I'm going to test this real fast.
The phone keeps ringing off the hook.
Can I get a 1 in the chat if that all worked? If you guys can hear the audio. It should be good. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm seeing level in my meters. It's so great when plugins crash your Pro Tools rig. The only reason that takes a while is because right now, I don't know if anyone was here for the last stream, but those of you who weren't, the way I'm setting, I'm fortunate enough to have another computer, another iMac. So the way I'm not using DSP on my rig is I'm sending all the cameras, everything is going to the second computer. The second computer is going to YouTube for the stream, and I'm sending my audio flawlessly through audio movers, and that's like a 1 milli, it's like a barely any latency, and that's going pretty much flawless audio to the stream, and that's what everyone's hearing until I get a second interface to where I can just send all the audio out of my interface into that interface, and I won't have moments like this anymore. But I got to build up to that, because having a bunch of interfaces is lame. Okay, it's not lame, I just don't have that type of money. So once I have that type of money, or hey, maybe UAD, if you're watching this later in the future, hook me up. Like, I will use your stuff on every stream, and I will eventually have to talk about it because something will go wrong, and you will be there to fix my problems, UAD. So why don't you be that company for me? Anyways, UAD's like, we don't care about you, kid. We don't care about you, kid. How silly is this guy? What a silly goose. Yeah, I said that on a stream, silly goose. All right. Before we go any further, I need to, this Tom mic right here, now that we're back, this Tom mic right here isn't doing anything. It's all bleed. It's all mic bleed. So we're gonna hide and make it inactive. And then on these 3 toms, so this tom can go wider. We're going to do a new track, toms, and then we're going to give this a color a little bit brighter. And toms are going to go to the drums. And the reason we're going to do it this way is because I like to affect all my toms at once, as opposed to the other way around. All right, so let's get these toms going so that I can start adding some compression to the drum bus, and then we can move on from the drums. So with toms, we are going to saturate with a Struder because it sounded freaking awesome. Does it have any tom presets? Drum bus. Oh, we're going to try this on the drum bus too. Old tape.
Waiting for you.
Old tape sounds weak. We don't do weak around here. What's extreme saturation? Woo! Oh, that's spicy. I like that. That's dope. All right. Man, that Struder is like crack cocaine for your freaking mix. That's awesome. Not that I know what crack cocaine tastes like or anything like that. Like, that's what all the cool kids tell me. I guess they're cool, right? I don't know. Bad joke. Eliminate that. Forget I said that. We don't condone drug usage. Straight edge. Do. Should I use the API gate on the toms to clean them up? Let me know in the chat. I ain't got no Seats and Salty makes the money. I'm gonna use the API. We gotta give it's got, you know what? It's got to be a ruthless ranking, which means I have to really put this through the test to see how. I'm trying to go as much UAD as possible to see if it warrants $149 a year for this subscription. And I have to press the freaking turn on button. All right, that's not too bad. Let's bring that down here. Can I get rid of that snare? Ah, shit. I was moving the wrong one. Damn it. I hate when I do that. Anyone else do that where you like solo? You have the same plugin on different instances and you solo one, you think you're moving it, but you're moving the other, and then you're like, damn it, I forgot everything I just did on that one. Me neither. Only amateurs do that. I think that should be good because we're going to get some of that tom sound from the overheads. Okay, now it's time for overheads. All right, so for overheads, we're going to go with the Neve. I absolutely hate with the passion how I have to press EQ on these UAD plugins. All right, let's get to a chorus part real fast. That's so musical how much you can push this Neve. All right, so I'm gonna get that UAD. I think it was the anniversary edition, the 2-to-1. We're gonna try this, and then if it doesn't work, we're gonna switch to the blue. Hear how it's just holding the overheads together. Now it's instead of like separate individual like instruments in the overheads, which it is, it's like it sounds like a kit. Let's bypass the plugins real fast. I think we can actually bring this down a little bit. All right, let's mess with this room track now. You know what's weird is like, I think I mentioned at the beginning, it's like we don't have the limiter, we don't have the precision multiband, and we don't have the de-esser in here. It's kind of crazy. There's like, I understand it's with stock plugins, but it's like they have those fancy plugins. Why can't we have them if they're their own stock? All right, so for this room mic, how can we distort this? Because they didn't give us this cool distortion plug. Actually, no. What we could do is use the tape. So, okay. All right, let's get the blue face on here. Hold on a moment while we load. All right, and then let's use that other Pultec now. I think it's, yeah, the MEQ. And for this one, we want some more mids. This Pultec sounds... That Pultec sounds great. Okay, bring that all the way down. All right, rooms. I have them so different. So let's see with this mono. This one's like a very compressed, like mid sound. This is a very thuddy, thick overhead sound. So for this, I think I want like a really exaggerated scoop sound. So what we're gonna do is create a room aux, because I'm lazy. Cancel. Why did it do that? All right, and then we're going to send this to our drum bus. For this one, I'm going to use that Fairchild trick to thicken these up first, but this time we're going to use the 660, or no. It's the 670 I want. No, we're going to use this one. Oh, so that's the difference. Okay. This one actually doesn't have the same sound as the other. Huh. No me gusta. So let's go back to the 670. Just doesn't have the same vibe. It's like such a subtle thing, but it sounds so good. All right, what else have we got in here? Not going to use a LA2A. What's this Century channel strip? It's a channel strip, right? It should have some like EQs and more saturation and stuff. This looks like a stock BandLab Cakewalk plugin. That's what this looks like. This does not look like a UA plugin. I have to click in on all these. So sick. Sarcasm. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. If FabFilter went subscription, yeah, they would make a lot of money. I'm actually surprised they're not iLok. It's very confusing to me why they're not iLok. This is a pretty smooth top end. It's what I call safe. Don't know how I feel about this too preamp. This is not a good channel strip. Let's get to ranking some stuff real fast. All right, so this apparently is not the 660. I'm gonna keep it at D tier. This 670, I'm gonna put right here. And you know what? This API goes here. This compressor, the more and more we mix into it, the more and more I like it. Where is it? This one, A tier. Without a doubt. That one's tight. Let's see. Where are my channel strips that I have in here? Garbage. Why even make this plugin? That's how I feel about it. I don't even want it here. I don't even want to look at it. It's hurting my brain looking at it. Give me the Neve. Give me this beautiful. Ah! Why do I have to hit EQ each time? That's literally the move I wanted. All right, man, that Neve plugin is, that plugin's worth 150 alone. I think it's a pretty good sounding Neve plugin. I like the Chef's one a lot too. I like the Noise Ash ones a lot too. Yeah, see, I don't know these are authorized, and I don't know if they're M1 compatible, so I'm not gonna hit any of them because the last thing I want to have happen is crash the rig again. I need some compression, but now it's like I'm starting to see the limitations in the compression. Let's bring that API back. Oh, yeah. Kudos to the preset team. All right, I need to do some automation for this track right here. So, 1 second.
Off the hook, waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. This is not what it
So I just need to get more room sound for that tom part, and I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the overhead probably. Let me take a listen.
Waiting for your order.
No, it's fine like that. Man, this API sounds really good on the toms like that. Okay, so these drums are in a what I would call safe spot. They're fine. So now we need to excite these. So let's go to the Struder. The Struder, the Studer, the Studer, not the Struder, the Studer. There was one called Drum Bus that I think I saw earlier. Yeah. This is like the bacon of like this is one of the best tape saturation plugins I've like. Whenever I watch the mix tutorial and this plugin gets put on, I'm like, that just sounds amazing. And to have it right now, I'm just like, oh, it's like it's like bacon. I want to throw it on everything. It's gonna make everything good.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time.
All right, I'll go back to the drum bus in a minute. Let's get the bass in the pocket.
Can't let go,
So we got this amp tone and this DI.
can't let go, I guess I'll eat.
EQ wise, Universal Audio doesn't really have much, which really freaking sucks. You know what I'm gonna get? The good old Neve.
Can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
Oh, I forgot. It needs a good old 1176. I'm already starting to feel like the limitations of this bundle because there's some stuff I want to do in my head that I know it's not available. Like some harmonics and fun stuff. All right, we need to get this bass. like this Blackface 1176. Does not have the same grit as the CLA 76 that I like. This one has more character. I'm liking this one. Did I rank this one yet? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's a good rank. Is it this one? Yeah. You go right here. That's how I feel about you. I feel good about this. Hey, Sasha. Yeah, so after the stream has aired, if you go to where on the main channel, it says like videos, shorts, and then lives, this video will be there later to take a look at it. All the lives will be there. If it's not there, it hasn't processed yet, so it's not available for replay. But yeah, these lives will always stay on the channel. This anniversary one or whatever is great. So there was a chorus with this UAD bundle, I believe. Let's get some chorus on this bass. And I might actually have to pull out a trick that Robin will know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do know that I am going to do something called a bass spreader that I stole this trick from. Oh, why did it end up all the way down here? Stupid. Okay, so delete that. That I stole from a mixer I really like. Bass. Oh, it's gonna give me that feedback, isn't it? Because it's an aux on top of the aux. Okay, I know how to fix this. We'll send this track there. Fix that. There we go. And then to set this up, we're gonna go into pre-fader. All right, so I'm going to use a stock Pro Tools plugin because actually no, I think I can do this with the UAD API one. Let's see if I turn this on. 600's okay. I would have preferred if it could go to 1,000, but fine. It's fine. It's okay. We're not gonna freak out. We're not gonna freak out. We're gonna stay calm and collect. Do I sound like I'm yelling? Maybe a hair, just a tad. Okay, we're gonna bring the flip. Flippin' A. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the stupid brigade chorus. And then we need a reverb. So we're going to try one of the reverbs now. I think it's dumb to have this chorus in this bundle. Do better. UAD. A chamber. Oh, it was the lexicon is the one I wanted to try. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's cool. I can live with that. So, spreader. Why is it? Oh, I see. Okay. So, let's bring that in. So this, all I'm doing is taking from the amp tone is taking, I sent a parallel signal to this bass spreader. And this bass spreader, I'm high passing all the frequencies at 600. I would usually go to like a little bit below 1K-ish, just so I just get the pick. And then I'm using the chorus to get some cool like stereo-ish type cool stuff going on to spread it out a little bit more. And then it's going to like a very kind of dense reverb sound. And then I'm going to blend that back in, and you'll hear the top end of the bass blend in better with the drums. I'll take it out. And here, I'll bring it. Let me play that again. Hear how it's wide. I stole that from Jacob Hansen. If you guys don't know who he is, he's like the heavy metal CLA is the best way I can describe him. Robin knows who he is. All right, so. You know what? I think I was too harsh on this API console. We're going to find out right now. All right, so I don't want to do that there. I want to do it here. Whoa, that's weird. It just took a stereo instance and turned it into mono automatically. Usually it would say, can't do that stereo, can't do stereo to mono, can't make it your way here. It's not Burger King.
Keeps ringing off the hook, waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat.
All right, chorus. Chorus guitar then, not chorus. Of course we're in the chorus. I think we're going to go to all reliable again. Neve 1073. Press the EQ button because for whatever reason, when you move your EQ and or turn it on, UAD's like, no. You it works. You just have to turn on the power.
Keeps ringing off the hook. Can't let go. I guess I'll leave alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. This pie. The phone keeps ringing off the hook. Waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat.
We need some more bite over here on these rhythms. They're bitey, but they're not bitey. I think we're gonna have to go with the API on this one. I gotta turn it on. Every time I do that, UAD, every time I have to click for something to turn on, you're taking away a second from me focusing on the music, UAD.
You tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems. Nothing can take my. You tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems.
That sounds much better. Where are we at? I need to figure out why every time I move my dials, it moves everything with it. It shouldn't do that.
You tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems. Nothing can take pineapple from.
All right. I have to do some automation again real fast.
You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems. Nothing can take pineapple from. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat
It's too
anything.
quiet still.
You always said you tried new things.
Okay.
Always said. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems. Nothing can take pineapple from. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems. Nothing can take
That part, I jumped a little bit too much. And that just ruined everything. That's... Can I move this down a little bit? There we go.
Always said you would eat anything. It's not what it seems.
Yeah, that's better in the pocket. Okay, so yeah, API. You've redeemed yourself. You get to move up one step. Actually, I'll put you up here because being able to boost like 700 usually sounds like crap, but on here it sounds good. I'm starting to come around to the API. I'm starting to come around to it. Still ugly. Still one of the ugliest channel strips I've ever seen.
Always said you would eat anything. This is not what you need.
Let's go back to this chorus part. I feel like I want more like low mid air. And the way I'm low mid air, that makes no sense. That's like such a terrible way of describing. So what I'm going to do, my God, this EQ is just so good. That's literally the move. My goodness. That has no business sounding that good. No business, sir. All right, so this. I think I need to come over here and automate this a little bit. Excuse me, why are you not writing automation? Don't be so stupid, Pro Tools. Be as smart. Good for you, Pro Tools. All right, let's we need some length. So to do that, snare verb. And I remember UAD not having many reverbs that we're going to do the lexicon. And then I think there was like a snare verb in here. We need a hair of compression. Length restored. It was sounding a little dry there. We need some more kick. All right. This one sounds like it has more of the knock. And this one's going to have our low end oomph. We need to round out this low end a little bit, and to do that, what's this LA2? Oh, you look fun. You don't sound fun on a kick, though. So, maybe you're for vocals? There we go. A nice, compact. Yeah. So this, let's see. I've ranked the 670s. We've got the two L2As, the APIs, and I kind of used a little bit of the Low 76. We've got that one. Oh, we need to get the reverb and the chorus in here. All right, so Brigade Chorus. Congratulations. You're just one step above being pointless. This one right here. This is A tier. Actually, you know what? That's S tier. That's dope. I like that one. We need to tape echo. And there's a pure plate. Maybe we'll do that on the vocals, which we should probably get to now. Where is this one? So this one was pretty cool. Put it right next to that one. Anyone who's been watching, would you say you would rank these pretty similar? Or are you just like, no, absolutely wrong? Never again. Got the century in there. Oh yeah, dang. I've been making pretty good time. Okay, so now let's go to a vocal.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
And to be honest, let me switch over to Metatune. I was messing with the Waves real-time tuner. Pretty cool. Not 100% comfortable with it yet.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
I don't have my usual plugins for Charlie's voice, so I don't know what to do just yet. I do have an idea to, I mean, this is going to sound good too, but
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I
I
guess
think
I'll
100 hertz is fine. All right, so first off, let's get some compression going. Let's try that LA2 on a voice.
I can't let go, I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess
It's weird. It like hugs the vibrato of his voice a little bit. That's pretty gnarly. Let's bring out Old Reliable.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
Usually people do this in opposite order, but I am not doing it that way.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat.
Oh, that sounds magnificent on a vocal.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess
Oh, that sounds
I'll eat.
fantastic on his voice.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
Let me take off these waves are tuned real fast so that I can bypass the processing.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat
He just
alone.
sounds expensive now.
Just don't waste my time.
And then vocal 2 is literally the same thing, but just on a separate track. So we're just going to copy this over. This Neve 1073, I am very, very impressed by.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride is in this pie.
Oh, man.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies.
That sounds really good. Wow. That's great. The CLA 76 blue has a little bit more bite. I think this one probably sounds better than the Slate one too, if I were to do a shootout with those.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat.
All right, so now vocal harmony.
I can't let go.
So with vocal harmonies, I like to compress the hell out of them and get them in their own pocket and just EQ to taste. But for this one, I want to try to use the compressor on this one. I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Let go. I guess I'll eat. Let go. I guess I'll eat. Let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Let go. I guess I'll eat. Let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
I don't know.
Let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
Okay, I can EQ pre.
Let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Let go, I guess I'll.
How's this fit in with the?
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat
That's pretty dope.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time.
That hugs pretty well.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride is in this pie.
All right, next test. How will it sound with effects?
I can't
But
let go.
before that, let's actually ring some more. So let's see what we got going on. So the API, I'm still good with the API where it's at. The filter, I mean, it's a filter. I'm just going to give it a C. It's not like there was no, I couldn't hear any cool character that filter was adding personally. So we got the LA2. Oh yeah, I used the 2A and the kick, and that sounded pretty sick. So I'll put it here. The LA2 on that vocal, on his vocal, was pretty sick, so I'll put that right next to him. And then I haven't tried the other one. That's a pretty cool list. All right.
I can't let go.
So we're gonna do a new track. This one's gonna be delay. And I am going to send this straight to the mix bus. Or no, I'm going to send this to the vocals.
I can't let I can't let
Let's see how this Galaxy one does here.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone.
How's that?
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Just don't waste my time. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat
Wait.
alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let
I hate when like presets are so safe.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone.
It sounds more like a reverb. Let's blend that reverb into another, or let's blend this delay into one of the reverbs. Where's that plate one? Honestly, I think I can get better echoes out of Echo Boy.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone.
This is actually not too shabby.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. Probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride
That's
is
pretty cool. All right, now let's do a reverb. Reverb. New track. Box. Verb.
I can't
Give me
let
that good old lexicon. Dope old lexicon. Here we go.
I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone.
Oh, I like this.
Just don't waste my time. I can't let go. I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride is in this pie. I can't the shop open late. Goddamn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all the goddamn your pride, sweet and salty, makes goddamn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky.
What the heck? Why did you do that?
Goddamn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky.
We're gonna do something on here because I want this to sound kind of chambery at the end. So we're gonna need, you guessed it, chamber, guitar chamber. All right, I need that. Bring that up. I'm gonna sell this. I think it's Hitsville is the next one. Yeah, reverb chambers. So we got stripe designed red high. Yeah, the more I use the API stripe or strip, the more it's okay. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's actually really cool. Do not write automation.
Your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky.
All right, and we need to EQ this so that it blends better. It's the API. That chambers is pretty sick. That was really fast to dial in. I like that. What was I gonna use again? Oh yeah, the API.
Damn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky. Damn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky. Damn your pride.
We need to send you two guitars. There you go.
Damn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky. Damn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky. Damn your pride, sweet and salty, makes all of the money you probably like at your face. I'm shouting to the sky.
All right. I think that's a pretty, for just getting away with as much API or UAD plugins as possible. That's not too shabby. Let me make sure I've ranked everything that I've used. Where's this one? This is cool. I'm going to put you here actually. Because you were cool. No, you go here. Rotary speaker and Dimension D. Is there anywhere I can use those? Actually, Dimension D would be great for a vocal spread. Vox D. And pre-fader that. And where is it? Oh, there we go.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
There you go. That sounds cool.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone.
It's crazy how everything else sounds so weird when it's too loud.
I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky, my pride is in this pie. The phone keeps ringing off the hook, waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things, always said you would eat anything. This is not what it seems. Nothing can take pineapple from me. I can't let go, I guess I'll eat alone. Pineapples on my mind, just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money, you probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky, my pride is in this pie. My pride is in this pie. I guess I'm eating alone. No new orders are in. I kept the shop open late. God damn your pride. Sweet and salty makes all of the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky.
All right. Not too shabby, only using UAD stuff. Let's see. So Dimension D. I think you go right here. I think I'm so used to Sound Toys Micro Shift that one's like meh to me now. Did I? Pure Plate. Where'd you go, Pure Plate? Pure Plate was I would give that like a D. Like it was cool, but I don't think it was doing anything like super crazy special. Tape Echo. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I think Echo Boy is much better. I didn't test the rotary speaker because there's nothing in this track that I would want to do that to. LE2A on that kick sounded pretty good. I'm going to put that over here on the B tier. Besides the virtual instruments, which I knew I wasn't going to get to in this stream. Oh, the Hitsville. Let's go check those out. Let's try that on the master. There's like 2 Hitsville EQs. We'll try, there's a mastering one and the regular one. Let's try the mastering one first. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's either boost or cut. All right.
I can't let go. I guess I'll lead alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride is in this pie. The phone keeps ringing off the hook. Waiting for your order to come in. You always said you tried new things. Always said you would eat anything. This is not what it seems.
It's pretty cool. I don't think it's like,
I can't let go. I guess I'll lead alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies.
it's not like adding anything that like, I don't think you can get away with like any other type of EQ. It's just like, there's no analog sexiness to it, which is what I think people that's what everyone thinks of when they think of UAD. I don't know what the Hitsville EQ is. Maybe I'm using it wrong.
I can't let go. I guess I'll lead alone.
This like reminds me of the Abbey Roads type plugins, like this design. I wonder, I need to look it up. I don't know what Hitsville is, but I wonder if that's like an inspiration for this design, because this has a very Abbey Roads type of look to it, or like a Chandler plugin.
I can't let go. I guess I'll lead alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my time. Sweet and salty makes the money. You probably like anchovies. I'm shouting to the sky. My pride is in this pie. The phone keeps ringing off the hook. Waiting for your order to
I like
come
this
in.
one more than I like the other one.
I can't let go.
This one has like some character to it.
I can't let go. I guess I'll lead alone. Pineapples on my mind. Just don't waste my
All
time.
right. So where are the Hitsvilles? Hitsvilles EQ. Which one's this one? You go over here. No one likes you. You can't sit with us. And this one's pretty cool. I'll put this one as a C. There we go. I did it. I actually did it. I got through most of the Spark bundle. Maybe I'll do like a virtual instruments type ranking or something like that. Awesome. Well, to everyone who joined me for this long ranking live stream, hope you enjoyed it. If you just stumbled in now, you can go back, watch it from the beginning. I'll be doing another live stream next week. Next week's will be really, really fun and funny at the same time. It's a concept I haven't seen anywhere, and I was like, well, I think this people will have a blast. So if you haven't already, just put on the notify. Oh wait, well, you can't have already if the notification is there. But if you haven't already downloaded the Magical Guide to Referencing free ebook or the Argent synth sample pack, those are in the description. Those are completely free for you to download. I do have a new PDF ebook coming out in a couple of weeks, which will be really, really sick. And yeah, that's it for today's live stream. Any questions in the chat? Nope. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining me on a Monday, for especially with the time change and everything. Really appreciate it, and hope you all have a wonderful, lovely day. And I will see you next week in another live stream. Later.